Hello, hello. It is their Waggle Astrologer and Leadership Coach here for Wellness Astrology, this time for the moon in Aries. This is January 5th through 7th. And of course, this is not medical, legal, or financial advice. Please consult those professionals accordingly. Aries rules the head. So we go from Pisces that rules the feet to Aries that rules the head. And this is more like the primal head, right? Because this is Mars ruled. And speaking of Mars, Mars is going to retrograde back into Cancer on January 5th. Is it January? No, it's January 6th, the morning of January 6th, Monday the 6th. So this could be a this could be a vicious as hell Monday. Because Mars back in Cancer, which is where Mars will be for the foreseeable future. Like he doesn't station direct until February 23rd. And I don't think he enters back into Leo until, I want to say, is it April? Sometime in April. So this is what we're dealing with Mars in his fall position, or exalted fall, in his fall position until April. So we do not have motivation. And if we do have motivation, it is like enraged or like vicious mama bear, protective, right? He's like hyper protective. He's like hyperactive. So we really could see a lot of shit with this Mars back in Cancer for the next couple of months here, a few months here. And with the moon being in Aries, it's also the first quarter square moon from the Capricorn new moon. So people could be a lot like razor sharp, like edgy AF, and also like really determined to stand their fucking ground on stuff, whatever it is, whether it's a personal goal or an intention or a boundary, or they're really determined to stand their stance on issues or otherwise, and things could get feisty or fighty or because people are going to use their head and not necessarily use their intuition or their compassion or their heart, right? That's kind of not in the equation for this one. So this could be a really challenging couple of days here, getting back into this Mars and Cancer. So if there was something that came up for you between what was it, October 7th, I think, until November 5th, I want to say. And that sounds close to right. So mid-March through, or mid-October through early November, whatever might have surfaced for you is now probably going to resurface with Mars being back in Cancer. And unfortunately, I would also like to point out that Mars changing signs opposite Leo or opposite Pluto. We had Mars change signs on January 6th of 2021 when the January 6th event happened. So I know people have opinions about that. And what I will say is, I don't know. And none of us knows. Okay. This is where the what's really real, what really happened, what are we being told the truth? Are we being informed of what we should be informed of? All I'm saying is, without siding with any side, is we probably don't know half of what we think we know. And honestly, here's where I'll say, be cognizant of what you're putting out there, because I read a lot of things on a lot of different people's posts. And some people are very, very, very angry at where they think. And I'm speaking mostly to the United States because that's where I live. So if you're out of the country, you may be experiencing this with your own peoples of authority or powers that be or whatever. You may be experiencing this your own flavor. But be cognizant of what you put out there, because some people come off like so fucking angry because they're not happy with how an election went, which kind of just, I don't know, rubs people the wrong way. Because when did we all get so attached to political crap? Thankfully, that's almost over because Pluto's out of Capricorn, because we mostly started paying attention to political crap in 2008. All of a sudden, we all cared. And hopefully, we're all done caring about that. Because you do you, boo. But all I'm saying is think about how you present yourself when you're so vehemently angry about the results of something from people who really don't give a fuck that you exist. Meanwhile, you're chasing all your people away because of how you are responding to that. So that's kind of my thought. But this moon in Aries is going to bring out that level of stuff with people. We are headed into, from this moon in Aries until the full moon in Cancer, which is the 13th. So we've got the 6th, we got 7 days of people being just pissed, rage, enraged, angry. And what I'll say is find a way to move it out of your body. Whether you go to the gym and work out, whether you take a run, whether you box, whether you practice martial arts and need to go throw the practice dummy, or whatever it is, you've got to move the energy through your body. Okay. Let's see what's up with the tarot. I'm not. I won't say that I am I'm scared of this moon in Aries, but I do think it's going to bring out kind of the ugly in people, like big bad ugly in people, like ugly that oh goodness, it's going to bring out like the ugly that people don't even realize they're holding in, like that kind of ugly that they're going to look back and be like, what was I on? Was I on something? Did somebody spike my drink? Like, holy crap. They're not going to recognize themselves for the level of ugly that's about to come out of people. That's what I feel about this 7 days is the ugliest of ugly is going to come out of people. Then it may have nothing to do with political stuff or geopolitical stuff or even mundane stuff, but it may be just the ugliest of like the ugliest of like someone who's been trying to do something and they're failing. How do I word this? If someone's been trying to let's see, that doesn't sound right either. It's something to do with like there's one last attempt to make people believe the story about you that's maybe not true about you or not 100% true about you for sure, but it's almost like there's one last ditch effort to make you look a certain sort of way, and it's going to make them look so off base, and that's going to bring out their ugly. You know, does that make sense? Does anybody understand what I'm saying without, I don't know. All right, let's see what the tarot says, because clearly I'm not making any sense. I just think this is going to bring out some ugly, ugly, ugly in people. That's really what I'm saying. And we got the Hierophant upright. This is that admiral whose name I can never remember off the top of my head. A Hierophant upright. Yeah, be different. Don't contribute to the anger. Don't contribute to the everybody's pissed about whatever. Be different, be unconventional, and have the space to hold your ground and stick to your ground and be like, no, I'm going to do it this way because this is what lights me up. This is what activates my happy inside me. Back to that feeling it within your body kind of thing. You're going to have to be the Hierophant, but the Hierophant's going to have to stand her ground because, yeah, that There's always going to be some people who are trying to work against you. The Knight of Cloaks upright. Knight of Cloaks is Wands, Knight of Fire. Knight of Fire upright. Yeah, this is you. You're gonna, I mean, you're gonna have to have the fire within you, have the courage, have the gall within you to stand your ground, to go for what you want, to, choose to not be a part of whatever game other people are playing. You don't have to play just because everyone else is playing, right? People play games all the time, whether that's a physical board game or like a head game. You don't have to go along with the head game. You don't have to go along with the flow just because everybody else is. You can enjoy it. You can just be a part of it just for like socialization purposes, but you don't have to play. See what's up with the woodland wardens. Uh, um, the marten and the foxglove. And this is mischief. uh, mischief with the Hierophant. I always love it when I get these two cards together. The mischief and the Hierophant. This is the perfect combination. Mischief and Hierophant. And I said it wrong and took the wrong card. Mischief and Hierophant. Do something that's just going to create a little mischief. Do something that's going to cause a little chaos. And then you got that Knight of Fire upright, Knight of Cloaks upright. This could actually be really fun. It doesn't have to be bad. And I think that's the idea of astrology is like, okay, yes, this Aries moon, first quarter square moon with that Mars moving back into Cancer, like it could be really bad, but it could also be really good and kind of just fun if you let it be fun. So, anyway, we'll see how this one plays out. I'm recording this well in advance. It is December 30th. I will revisit this video. This is why I like recording my videos in advance because I like to come back and listen to my own work and be like, oh, damn. So it could be fun. It could be bad. Make it go fun. You get to make it go fun. Okay. Okay. All right. Readings with me. Links are below for all of the things. I'll talk to you guys next time.